It's the one and only 5D Attraction, and I'm back with something very important. What I wanted to talk about was the two sides of the spectrum, right? You got the red pill and the blue pill. So the blue pill on one side is going to tell you it's really pro-woman. You know what I mean? It's believing in a fantasy. It doesn't really want to deal with the dark side of feminine energy. It deals with the positive side. The blue pill is going to tell you to treat her good. If you're lucky, you find a good one, get married, have a family. That's the blue pill. And the blue pill mindset gets a lot of people over to the red pill because you go through problems in relationships. People go through divorces, and you learn, what you thought about women isn't necessarily what it was all cracked up to be. And that's a part of the growth and development. But what happens is people go to the other side of the spectrum and go super dark. And that's one side of the polarity as well you don't want to get caught up in. Because on that side is a bunch of bitter guys that are going to just really focus and critique the feminine energy, or the women that aren't tapped in with the feminine energy. And it creates a situation where a lot of the guys I've seen on the red pill, we've all been there. You get upset, you start thinking about situations, you start getting more context on why certain things happen to you with women, and then you get upset and it gets real bitter. And there's a lot of guys out there, a lot of content creators that have a dark tone to their view with women, and it comes from pain, and negative experiences. And women go through the same thing. They go through one side of wanting that man to be the perfect, guy in their life, and then they go through the side of men ain't nothing. I just want to get money. You know what I mean? There's so many different expressions of how people go about being hurt. And it always goes back to the individuals that hurt them, and it's clouded their vision on the game. And my whole thing is this: why so serious? Why care so much either way? It's way too much investment, and you're carrying too much weight. The game of attraction and flirting and just having high vibration or positive energy, high vibration, is all about not taking things so serious and allowing things and carrying negative energy, because carrying that energy of being upset is also equals out to caring. Caring also means that you're carrying an emotional weight, because you're invested. So a part of the game is backing out and stepping back for a second and looking at it from a third point and going, okay, this is men on this side, there's women on this side, they're going back and forth. You play the third party and go, I'm not getting caught up in all of that back and forth. I'm gonna move through and get what I want by taking the middle path. The middle path is having knowledge of both sides. Yeah, the blue pill, you gotta know how to make a woman feel good. You gotta understand what women like, and that's what the red pill guys are missing. They're so focused on saying screw what women want, but that's not gonna make you effective at all. You're just gonna be, at that point, just being abstinent, which is fine, or dealing with women on a level of, bitterness, or, this guy's spending money, tricking to, and that's really their only connections with women is through spending money. And a lot of that is because they're not connected. There's a way you can connect with the feminine energy where the feminine energy bolsters behind you. They follow with you to make you more powerful, So I think it's always a power to have a woman on your team. And you do that through understanding them as well. But then you got to balance it out with the other side. You got to know the red pill. You got to know the dark side of female nature to avoid the traps, to hold your power when they test you, because they're going to test you. Understanding what attraction is about and how to give, the woman you're attracted to the best experience, but while also staying true to yourself, standing 10 toes down, and, not looking like a sucker out here just because you're attracted to somebody and you feeling them. You know what I mean? Because the game gets tricky like that. So with that being said, take the middle path. Have knowledge of both sides and use them when you need them. You flip it back and forth. Don't become dualized and stuck on one side, because now you're polarized and you're not going to be balanced. And it's just going to give you a imbalanced experience, which is going to keep you stuck. You're not going to be able to grow. So that's my message to y'all, man. Don't get caught up on the blue pill. That's trash. Don't get caught up on the red pill, because there's learning in that, but you got to evolve through that. You got to evolve through both sides. Don't get stuck. So that's my message, man. It's the one and only 5D Attraction. We back at it. I'm going to see y'all in the next video. It's the one and only. And make sure to check out the Patreon. Make sure to check out all the new stuff we got, as well as like and subscribe. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.